Missouri is constitutionally independent. That means the legislature has no business telling the University of Missouri that it can or cannot conduct research on things like stem cells. But the stem cell is less important even than the concept that the legislature can politically instruct the university to decide on what it will or will not do research on. The legislature last session decided that it could do that, and it did it only for partisan political reasons. And I think that any legislator who allowed that to happen should not be representing this district. You all know me, and you know that my party will not stand between me and the University of Missouri. I will stop stuff like that, or there'll be tire tracks right up my chest. And you all know me well enough to know that I can make that happen. I think that we need, the reason I'm running again, it more than any other, there's two. One is the lack of civility in the legislative process. It's gotten really, really disgusting. And second, the failure of the advocacy in the House of Representatives for the University of Missouri. Those are the two primary drivers for me to run again, and I'll be grateful for your support.
Mr. Robb?
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be here tonight. I think this race offers some stark contrast in terms of the two individuals. I disagree with Chris, what he said about stem cell. If you look at all the people who represent Boone County, only one person who was in favor of that stem cell restriction, and that was Paul Quinn, who was a Democrat. It has nothing whatsoever to do with party. It has to do with your religious beliefs, and I keep my religious beliefs out of Jefferson City. If I want to talk about religion, I'll do that at the church on Sunday, but it's not something that's appropriate down in the state's capital. The other issue that we haven't dealt with at all tonight is crime. We definitely need to do more in the area of crime in the state. We've already done much. We've passed Jessica's Law, which puts sex offenders away for a minimum of 30 years. We passed the Castle Doctrine, which I know my opponent would not have supported. At least that's what he said on the radio. And we're going to have to do more. In addition to providing perhaps grants and for the people of this state, to the police departments of this state, so they can get the training and equipment that they need, we're going to have to take a long-term look at how we eliminate or try to reduce crime in this state. And the way we're going to have to do that is to put in place a much better education system in this state, especially in our two largest cities, St. Louis and Kansas City, neither one of which has ever had a fully accredited school system. And if you look at the people who we incarcerate in this state, more than half of the inmates in this state come from those two school districts. So it's something that we have to take a hard look at. It's something we have to go back to, but it's something that we absolutely need to do for just Missouri. When you think about Missouri, I know here in Columbia we think the world revolves around us, but St. Louis is the big dog in this state, and we need to do everything we can to make sure that that's a viable, successful city. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Robb.